Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Trey Lance and the New York Giants.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Play action, now it's Lance. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Lance. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Bishop. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. On play action, Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now a give right side. It's Bishop. He will push his way down to about the 14. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Lance. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Cade York on now for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. York able to send this one through, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Higgins, what a catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands, 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, and he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. 33 yards that time. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down. Showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receivers understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. New York set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From midfield, here's Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off of play action, here's Lance. Rolling to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance got a man over the middle, and it's complete. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ready, break.
On 1st down, it's Bishop. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. A throw over the middle, caught by Bryant. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Well, looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Now Cade York for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Here we go. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. The Bengals at 5 and 6 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got some space here. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 13. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Gregory. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they will throw it with Burrow. This will be caught just inside the 10. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Burrow will throw. The quick slant caught. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Sanders' kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. Now a play fake. Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bishop. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Lance going to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Bishop. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance to throw it. Bryant with a catch right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance over the middle. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Lance now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
From the gun, it's Lance. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. On first down, it's Bishop. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. On 2nd and 9, Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, and he's going to get this down near the 25. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Now it's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he'll he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second down and goal. Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From the 10. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. Kyler Murray, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they trail the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. And that one's gone to halftime. The Raiders looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he powers his way up past the 30. From the 31, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
York now for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Burrow's throw taken in by Wayne here. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw again.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They go play action with Burrow. Flush to his right, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1.
They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year
As his guys have now moved out in front.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start.
On 1st down, Lance
Looking middle, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bishop, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 35 on second down, Lance. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance.
And Bryant's got it over the middle.
Second down and 3. Lance now to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Bishop. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 9 yards that time.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Lance now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Burrow, quick slant caught by Chase.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here's Burrow.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
He still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
frustrated.
Oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bishop, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down, it's Bishop, and he gets it down to the 32. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down now, it's Bishop. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here's Lance.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down. Now it's Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now Burrow.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Bengals! From 3 yards out.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 9-play drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now out come the Giants.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Lance.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They'll run on first down. Bishop. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
On 2nd down, here's Lance.
Rolling.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From midfield, here's Lance.
And the pressure gets to him again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The Bengals getting set to go.
Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, and knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And this offense on third down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Burrow will throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here we go. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. New York ready to go again offensively.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
The Lance going to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Lance.
And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Here's Lance to throw it.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back from the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Trey Lance
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock. Brock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Bengals, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.